and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame he believes this team has what it takes to be more consistent. They've been in and out of the top 25 at different times throughout the year, but he wants a more consistent approach. Each guy doing their job at the height of consistency each and every week, each and every practice. He believes they have what it takes to really put it together with a more consistent approach down the stretch. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Rebels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They'll try the right side. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. Makes the catch, it's Harris. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse.
Caught, and he's got room. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try the counter. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Just drives in between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
The Rebels offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And now we get a look at Trinidad Chambliss. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Hands it off on the counter. He breaks a tackle. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll go right back to him. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking for room. It's Lacy. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on second down. Pressure coming. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Blasted as he lets it go. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. And the incomplete turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
With the catch, it's Harris. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Sooners have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Mateer. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Oklahoma! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running inside. It's Lindsey. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Sometimes it takes quarterback.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Escapes the pressure going right. On the run, fires downfield. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Takes the easy completion. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick its way and find some room on that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking for space, it's Lindsey. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They give it to him again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And you know they're going to go for it again on 4th down. At least you think they are, because early in this game we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple 4th downs. They didn't get any of those. They got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense, the football.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They're going to ride this running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Slings it downfield. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it. It's Avant. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. He makes the catch. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Moves away as he feels pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans.
He wants to go deep. He's got it down the field. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Maybe got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he takes this from inside, and he pumps it up inside the 20. Takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. On the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Under fire. And it's a sack.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run it from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to pass. It's Mateer. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to... There he goes! And he uses a stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Lindsey. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lindsey. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Under fire. He sacked. This defense all over it. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Alexander. And he'll be brought down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he's
going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Trying to keep the drive alive. Knocked down inside the red zone, and they pick it up on 4th down to keep this drive moving. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quick release on the RPO. A big stop from this defense as they force a 4th down, and a decision coming right now. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Cunningham. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unloads to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a... And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This really has been a tale of 2 quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
And the returner will be brought down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quick handoff. Just burrowed right into the middle, and this clock keeps running here late in the second quarter. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 17 team, the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Rebels offense is back on the field. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically.
He's got it on the outside. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Rebels come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The run inside. It's Lindsey. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Odom. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Rebels are rolling down the field. Off play action on first down. Looking down the left side. Upstairs to make the catch. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Looking for a crease. It's Lindsey. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be first and goal. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Rebels. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Fires downfield. Working that right sideline to perfection for the big completion. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Avant. Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
It's complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Avant. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Using his feet to buy time. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Fakes the grab. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll get rid of it. And the deflection on 3rd down, how big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Let's go down to the sideline in Holland.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Howie, thank you. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Alexander. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes second and 13. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The Rebels with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Frazier. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Running inside, it's Frazier. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tight end now in motion. Handoff for Frazier. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Frazier again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll give to Frazier. And they'll knock him down.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire, right?
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! They take the lead here in the fourth.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter, go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11.